Before the video starts, I want to give a statement as a just in case. The statement is to protect me and the video. Even though this statement is in the description of every video, sometimes it's just better to say it and put it in the video itself. The statement is copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. This channel is a reaction, news, commentary channel that gives its opinion and such and criticism. This video and all the other videos on my channel are under this. Now with that said, make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoy the video, I make content just like this and have other videos on my channel like this. Please go check them out. Thank you for 5,000 subscribers, and with all that said, enjoy. Today, I'm going to be talking about EDP445. If you don't know who EDP445 is, he was a YouTuber who was extremely popular as he was made into a meme more than I've ever seen anyone else in the history of the internet. It's like there's always a new video clip or audio clip and even pictures of them being turned into a meme, and even to this day there's still new ones coming out. He's had a few very popular audios on TikTok, basically just sounds or audios that people use that had his voice in them. People would use these to make jokes and such. If I had to say if someone was truly famous, it'd be him, as he's been on the internet forever, and he's been posted about everywhere in some way, shape, or form. To go on, he used to be a YouTuber with, I think, a few million subscribers, till he got exposed by a Chris Hansen-style sting operation group. It was actually a collaboration between two groups in this situation, one person being named Ghost, the one in the mask that you see in the clips, and the other one being Chet Goldstein. This group acted like they were a girl in her early teens that tried to get him to meet up. It turned out to be a success, and they caught him. In the video of him getting caught, he tries to say that he was there just to get a cupcake. Memes about him getting a cupcake got very popular as well. In this sting operation video, he's completely different from his usual online self, as he is usually very loud, bold, and cusses a lot. But in the sting operation, he is very quiet, did what he was told, and even cried or was close to doing so. The thing is that this wasn't the first time he's talked to someone not over 18, as he was exposed before for asking a girl in a group chat on Instagram for some pictures. Cause in the group chat EDP was in, he was asked to say happy birthday to someone, and he wanted payment in that way. He said he would do the happy birthday if the girl, pretty sure this was the only girl in that group chat by the way, would send him pictures.
Lucy, you better show me some. I don't like talking about you want me to wish happy birthday, motherfucker. You better show me some or something shit. Oh my god, EDP, like she's 14, like she's 15. Just one. Like ain't free and
in that group chat, he also said some things towards the girl. There's a picture of the girl in the group chat, and he says, I'd have this B-word's coochie bouncing like crazy on my D, aka his microscopic. He also said, that B has some big boobs. Talking about a 16-year-old, by the way. He was also exposed for talking to that girl that was in high school privately. Some of the texts read, having a permit sucks. Okay, talk to you later. Be safe, babes. Being 16 is tough, all of the responsibilities. 16 taking med classes? Dang, you're a genius. Yeah, I'm 16. The next texts are cut off a little bit, but it says, saw you responded and called someone because I was wanting to wish them a happy birthday. I'm sorry, don't leave, whatever. It's true, I'm sorry, don't be mad. How can I make this up to you? It's fine. No, I'm serious. I don't want you to. Then it cuts off. The next group of texts say, you deserve someone that's going to adore and cherish you. But anyway, how's your class? Who would that be? Good. Hopefully me in a few years, lol. This sounds like something your creepy uncle would say when looking at a girl from your school's Instagram or Facebook, or your horn dog grandpa. When he was exposed for these DMs, he came out with a response video, and it was awful. Last time I showed it, people thought the audio was broken or something on their headset or earbuds or on their phone, whatever device they were using. So I'll go ahead and warn you, I have to edit out the cuss words, because he says a lot of them, and it's basically every other word. This is like his whole content basically. So it's not out of the ordinary for him to act like this. But yeah. You'll hear the audio cut super frequently, but here's the response video to the DMs being exposed.
Listen, all right. If you honestly believe that I would throw my life away, right, for a that doesn't even have hair on, for a that probably doesn't even know her ABCs, for that can't even count 100, for that needs to have her nose up in textbooks. If you honestly believe that you're high. You know what I mean? You snorting that Tony Montana, Miami Vice. You feel me? I mean, I just moved, right? I've been blessed with this beautiful fucking platform known as YouTube, right? I have 2 goddaughters. I have wonderful, amazing, close friends. You feel me? I mean, for fuck's sake, dude, you guys have been keeping up with the entire car situation. You know what I mean? Just dropped 60K on a car, cash money, like it ain't. You know what I mean? I'm blessed. I'm humbled. You know what I mean? It's a blessing, man, to sit back and be surrounded with the type of things that I'm surrounded with. And if you honestly feel and think that I would throw all of that away for some, then I mean, you need to take your to a local doctor and get your brain examined. Now, was that my voice in the voice clips? Yeah. Am I? No. Gives me the heebie-jeebie just thinking about that. Feel me? Do I have a sense of humor? Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm a crazy. You feel me? Let's cut. Let's cut. Let's stop around. Let's go out. Let's actually go get. You know what I mean? Let's go get lives. Let's get off the internet. Let's stop being trolls. You know what I mean? Let's go be a productive member of society. And move on from this. Because you motherfuckers over here, see, I don't about trolls hitting me up, making false. I couldn't be bothered to give out the trolls. As a matter of fact, they could sit back and be on some on, hey, trolls, taste this, taste that. Right in your mouth. Nigga, you like that, don't you? You know what I mean? Stinks. And they'll talk me up today, man. I gotta stay away from them epic burritos, queso chicken. Man, dude. Trolls. But when my personal close friends start hitting me up about this, we got a problem. Get off the. You feel me? Let's stop being a group of no life. Go get some.
I actually remember watching the response video and then looking through the comments. There was a lot of negative comments, basically, basically saying it was a poor response. And also, the response is like very weirdly graphic towards, like it's just really graphic for, and especially for like what you're talking about. Like, why are you thinking that way? You know what I mean? If you've never like listened to the unedited version, there's a clip of it on YouTube somewhere, and I definitely do recommend you go see it. But it's just like really disturbing. Besides those two times, I can't remember, or I don't think there is any other time he was talking to people like this, or at least it being exposed. The only other connection he had with a kid from what we know was his goddaughter, who he made videos with on his YouTube channel and even posted pictures with her on his Instagram. The same Instagram he used to text that group chat and text that girl. He did act weird towards his goddaughter, and I'll talk about that soon. After he was exposed for what he did, his channel was deleted off YouTube by YouTube themselves, one of the rarest times they actually took someone off the app for this type of behavior, as there are still people on this website who have done what he's done, if not worse, and still get to be on the platform and profit off of it. More on that in a future video. There was a lot of messages between the decoy for the sting operation and the EDP as well, some of them explaining his feelings towards her, what they were going to do when they met, and even showing his own poop. I'm not even kidding. It was so bizarre to see some of these text messages. It really makes you cringe because it's just kind of like bad riz, and then whenever you're like, oh, he was also talking to a minor, it just makes it even worse. There was a lot of text messages, and the girl that was the decoy, or someone close to them, basically live streamed and was talking about all of these. But some of the key ones, or one of the highlighted ones, was, you make me feel some type of way. Same here. You drive me crazy beyond control. I want you to have mind control over me. Totally abuse me and treat me like a naughty boy I've been. Ooh, naughty boy. Kiss me, please. Some of the messages talked about... God, dude, I gotta act... I gotta act normal after saying something like that. I just go to the next sentence like nothing. I just go to the next sentence like I did not just say all that. Some of them. I'm sorry. Some of the messages talked about how he also couldn't help himself, and he would pull out his microscopic, and a lot more. They're very disturbing and weird messages, and they're just weird conversations in general. I hope none of my friends talk to women like this. If you're one of those people that think EDP wouldn't act this way in text because of the way he acts in his videos, then here's a clip of him talking to the decoy while on a live stream. For context, the girl called him, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, babe, let me give you a call back. I'm making a video, all right? All right, love you. All right.
I bet EDP was kicking his feet like a little schoolgirl under the table. After his channel was deleted, he'd attempt to make another one that'd be deleted very quickly by YouTube. Then he'd go from app to app, trying to make money and stream on those apps. At one point, he didn't even know which app he was on. He tried to get donations by making paywalls for certain things, but he'd get deleted off these apps very quickly too. Then at some point, he'd start a TikTok account. His TikTok account would end up getting very popular. He'd get donations on his live streams and make videos like he did before. I'm surprised those could even stay up in his live streams too because of the amount of cuss words he says. I don't really know how he was on there for as long as he was. His account, after having it for what seemed like a very long time, finally got deleted. Since then, I think he's had his own website. I talked about his TikTok account and others in my video, TikTok is Protecting Awful People. Make sure to go check that one out after this video. Also, to go back to the TikTok, I'm pretty sure he was also caught following little girls on TikTok. I can't remember. I remember seeing some screenshots on Twitter or some screen recordings. But besides that, I'm not for sure, but can't hold it past him. His social media life wasn't the only thing broken from this, as he has now had people track his every single move. They'd call every place he'd try to work at, every hotel he'd try to stay at, and make sure he suffered for what he did. One thing that was weird is that right after being exposed and deleted off every platform, he tried to go work at a Chuck E. Cheese, which doesn't help your case at all. To bring up his goddaughter again, I'm sure he can't see her anymore, and when he did see her and put her in his YouTube videos and Instagram posts, He was so strange with her. He was very lovey-dovey to his goddaughter and also would act the weird babyish way he does. The way he acts towards the goddaughter is the same way he acted towards the decoy and the other girl as well. To go on, after he couldn't get a job or a hotel, he supposedly changed his name. His name was Bryant Turhan Emerson Moreland, but now his name is supposedly Deyione. Deoyne, I think? I don't really know. I don't know how you say that. Scott Wilson Eason. But I'm not completely sure where people got this info from. I don't know if it's true. But there was reports he went to change his name. I don't know if it's confirmed of what he exactly changed his name to. But that's the first thing that pops up when I looked it up. So maybe that's it. There's also a theory that EDP was going broke as he was starting to sell his play buttons and some other things, as well as possibly having stage 5 kidney failure. He made some posts talking about the stage 5 kidney failure. I don't really know the outcome of the kidney failure as he's still alive, and the news broke out like a few months ago. And at the current moment, I'm not completely sure where he works or what he does besides his videos on his website. He supposedly had a Twitter where he said some things that were weird, like how he was staring at a girl's butt, and when a girl called him out for it, he raised his hand and said something like quirky. I don't know. I don't know if it was his actual Twitter, so I'm not going to get far into it. To come to the present, EDP445 made a video apologizing for what he did in the cupcake incident. Here's the video.
Alrighty, so first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to my loving, supporting, caring friends and family.
The thing is, last time I checked, he really doesn't have much family members that he's close with, unless this is a cousin, uncle, aunt, I don't really know. His mom is dead, and he doesn't have a good relationship with his dad. That's one of the main reasons he moved out into his own place. And I don't know who's actually his friend because he lost about every friend that was known publicly after he got exposed. And then, you know, the ones that we don't know probably left as well. So I don't really know who's still friends with them, but you're a weirdo. You're just strange, buddy.
Without you guys, to be honest with you, I probably would have been committed suicide. I've had a few close calls, you know what I mean? And each and every single time you guys have gave me the biggest, most heartwarming hug. You guys have offered your words of encouragement. You guys have sat back, took me by the hand, you know what I mean? And you guys have done nothing but show me love, compassion, support, you know what I mean? And for that, I am ever so grateful, you know what I mean?
If only. But overall, I wonder who is really still his friend. After these incidents, if you're truly his friend after all this, you're probably doing the same things as him, and you're basically supporting it. It also kind of sucks because he's pulling out the mental health card, trying to get people to sympathize with him, I guess. I'm not going to say much. No, I'm not going to say much.
I also want to say thank you so much to the fans. You know what I mean? To my supporters, dating way back in 2010 when I first started making videos on YouTube. You know what I mean? Even, you know, transitioning onto my own website where I'm continuing to make content. You know what I mean? Try to put out the word, try to make equals videos, shit like that. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you so much. You guys have no idea how happy, how appreciative, and how blessed I am to have such a loving, supporting, caring following. You know what I mean?
I gotta be honest, the people that support him are weird. Even before the exposing stuff, his content was going downhill as it was becoming more and more unentertaining, and it seemed like it was all the same, kind of getting annoying as it was all kind of just filled with cuss words and that was it. Nothing really to praise or love. There's nothing really to EDP445 if you think about it. There's nothing really to miss. Like the random one good video you have talking about some random subject, or the clip of him getting mad or going crazy or whatever. It's not like he was making extremely good content that we should really miss. There's nothing really around to stay or watch anymore. Honestly, EDP probably doesn't really have many fans anymore. I know some people try to defend him on Twitter. Whether they're trolls or not, it's kind of weird behavior. But most of the people that are watching him are probably feds and hate watchers, which feds are good in this situation, by the way. Also, the fake fans, the people that try to suck up to get close to him. The only people that are actual real fans of him still and support him still probably do the same things he does.
But with that being said, I want to take full responsibility for my actions that happened on April 21st, 2021. The entire YouTube that went down, the entire YouTube incident, you know what I mean, that went down. I'm not even going to get into it. You guys already know what happened. I'm taking full responsibility, full accountability for my actions. You know what I mean? I have taken the proper measures and the proper steps forward to seek out help, to try to, get my head on right and to make sure that, in the distant future that I do not hurt, you know what I mean, my loving, caring, supporting friends and family, because they are the ones that hurt the most. They are the ones that suffer the most. You know what I mean? I've received numerous messages, screenshots from my friends and family. Um, you know what I mean? Them getting harassed, them getting bullied, them getting with by people. You know what I mean? And it's all my fault. You know what I mean? It's completely my fault that Philippe has cut ties with me. It is completely my fault that JD, Katie, Pistol 213, Jason that lives out in Louisiana, I'm the Dallas Cowboys fan, L Killer 504, Zomp, Nitro Freak, um, and the list can go on. Kyle, which I already mentioned his name. So many people that I let down, so many people that I betrayed their trust, with my actions, you know what I mean? And
You should be focusing on helping yourself get away from kids, and the best way to do so, not from hurting your family. What do you even mean by that? I think I know exactly what he means. It's just that he's not coming out, he's not being forward about it, and he's not admitting anything. He just said, "Oh, the incident from this date," like, and I'm gonna get help. But for what though? Be more specific, please. Tell us, because we already know, but it's more accountable and showing more accountability and that you're truly sorry. But to go on. To be honest, that's just what happens when you mess up that bad and you don't go to jail. It's not just you who gets hurt. People will find anything out about you, just so you can suffer while you're free. The internet is a very interesting place. To be honest, I don't know any of the names from the people that he was talking about, friends-wise, besides Felipe, which his channel had a weird turn. He said he stopped talking to EDP, then uploaded a bunch of old clips of them together, and then went to become a drone footage account. Then after that, I don't really know what he did, to be honest. It was really weird, and I don't even follow up on that account anymore. At least he stopped talking to him from what EDP has said. But I wonder why he uploaded all those old clips of them together, and I'm glad people excommunicated him. I don't think he should have name-dropped those people, to be honest, because that's kind of a bad move, I'm not going to lie. Those people don't really want to be a part of this anymore, and you're just bringing in a bunch of names that are going to have to deal with comments about the situation.
the thing for me is that I don't want to come on here, cry, boo hoo, beg for people's forgiveness. You know what I mean? The only thing that I'm trying to go for in the distant future is redemption. You know what I mean? The only thing that I'm trying to go for is to restore honor and to restore um, a positive outlook on my name. You know what I mean? Because this entire that has been going down, from me getting with me getting kicked out of apartments, um, people coming to my home when I was back in Bakersfield, trying to murder me, you know what I mean? It's been pretty up. It's been a long road, you know what I mean? A long, scary, dangerous road, And again, like I mentioned before, I have nobody to blame but myself. So, like I mentioned before, man, I'm seeking the proper help that I need to seek out. I am doing whatever I can to make sure that this does not happen again. Um, and I am, again, to my friends and family, I am so sorry that you guys had to endure this. You know what I mean? I know actions speak louder than words. You know what I mean? And trust me, I'm a clear believer of that. I'm a true believer of that. You know what I mean? You can sit back and talk about it all day, but until you actually, show that you're making improvements, you know what I mean? It's like, what's the point, So, trust me, I am trying to let my actions speak louder than my words. You know what I mean? Um, Again, I am terribly sorry for the pain, um, the anguish, the hurt that I've caused multiple people. Um, I've lost so many friends behind this. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I can do to to have you guys give me a second chance, other than do what I can, to seek out help, to get the right treatment, to understand what I did was wrong, and to stop running from it. You know what I mean? To own it, and to try to, like I mentioned before, take responsibility for my actions and stop, you know, trying to, you know, push it off onto other people. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and, offer this apology video to my friends, to my family, to pretty much all the people that I hurt. You know what I mean? Um,
How would you redeem yourself? You already have one proof of you going to meet with a kid. Then you also have the Instagram DMs and such that I showed here. There is no redemption. There is no redemption for this. What you did was awful. Why is he acting like the victim here in this situation? You were gonna hurt a child. People don't like that, and people don't let that slide. You should know this is what you deserve. The government might not give you the consequences, but the internet sure will. You're getting what you deserve. Simple. He's at least getting help, supposedly. There's places that will do therapy for stuff like this. Whether it works or not, I don't know. If he's even going to actually go get the help for what he's into. And even if the therapy somehow does work, there's no real assurance that he won't repeat his actions. The reason why there is a list is because of how likely it is for them to go repeat what they did. There's no real reason to trust him, and to be honest, he is for sure suffering. Unless he doesn't care at all about the people that are getting hurt in the process, knowing others are getting harassed or hurt over something he done will scar him for life. That's a true pain that can't go away, knowing it's all your fault. People are suffering that shouldn't be.
and you guys have to understand. I know people are like, why did it take you so long to make this apology video? What took you so long? It's what, 2.5, 3 years? Like, you guys have to understand. For the longest of time, I've been talking to different lawyers, right? Trying to get an understanding of what to say and what not to say in this video. You know what I mean? This has been a long time coming. I've been trying to prepare for this. You know what I mean? So it's not like, there's rumors out there saying that, oh, I don't have any remorse for what I did. I am completely remorseful. I have done everything that I can to try to apologize to my friends, to my family, to the ones that this hurt the most. You know what I mean? So for you guys to sit back and say that I'm not remorseful, that couldn't be any more further from the truth. You know what I mean? That's something I will say, like, you guys don't know what you're talking about in that regards. You know what I mean? So, again, I take full responsibility, full accountability for what happened a few years ago. Um, and I am taking the proper steps to living a better life, to seeking out proper treatment, to getting help, and to making sure that this does not happen again.
I don't know about this whole lawyer thing. Most people get a script to read, and he obviously does not have one. And his responses before this were very poor, so I don't know why this was brought up. It is kind of a poor excuse for not responding. Also, this situation is like 2 years old, I think. Should have focused on a better response besides posting videos and going from app to app and website to website. And either way, you got caught, and that's something you can't come back from. So in the end, it is all over. The video of you getting caught will be more popular and more known than this sort of apology. In the end, it's not really even an apology. It's like, oh, I'm sorry to my friends and family. The rest of y'all, yeah, I'm getting help, sure. But that was the whole sort of apology. He doesn't go into any detail about any of the stuff he did and what he's doing to prevent it from happening again. I mean, we've seen worse apologies though, but overall, like I said, this doesn't change anything. He also didn't really say sorry. It shouldn't have took him a year to respond like this. Is it more mature? Yeah, it's a bit better and a bit more mature than his other responses, but it still doesn't change anything. He's repeated these actions multiple times. He doesn't really take accountability or admit anything he's done, and he just tries to, like, go around it the farthest way possible around and try to, like, beat around the bush of what he's saying. Let me know what y'all thought about this video and this, quote, apology. Personally, I think it sucked. He played a bit of the victim and the mental health card. As my crackers would say, boo lame corny. But honestly, I think this is the end of the road for EDP445. I also want to bring up this as well before the video ends. He was just acting a whole different, he was just acting like his usual self like a week or two ago whenever Gideon was going to interview him. Because if you don't know, Gideon was going to interview EDP, but EDP was demanding the money first. So basically it didn't even happen. Also, it's really sad that you just you don't want to get interviewed. You just want the money. I don't know. It was just really weird. He just was more so worried about the money. And the thing is that why would he give you the money first whenever you can just dip after getting the money? Doesn't really make any sense. But I think we all know his brain don't think too good. But to go on, I do think this is the end of the road for EDP445, as there's not much you could really say or do to get back into the limelight. And honestly, it's better off he slowly disappears from the internet. The only thing that'll really happen next is people talking about where he works or where he's staying or when he dies, unless he says something outlandish again or something crazy or makes some Twitter account or, just something of the sort. But make sure to like and subscribe. I have one episode of the series going to come out soon, and I also have a video about a recent thing that happened that's going to come out before that episode. Then, after the episode of the series, I have a big project on the way. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Follow my Twitter at PERK3030 as I'm super active on there. And, in the end, I'm PERK30, and...
In conclusion, is the perfect example of what zero pussy does to a motherfucker.